shit. I'm a little happy chappy. I do love me a red key run. I was sitting here thinking to myself, like, damn, we're gonna finish this run and I'm gonna have to go to Persona at like noon. That's not like the end of the world or anything. It's just that, like, depending on how much sleep I got, Persona can get a little sandbaggy. Especially if I'm playing it in the afternoon when my body is screaming for a nap. If I'm playing Persona in the afternoon, my body's screaming for a nap, and I get into a particularly long narrative dump where I'm just getting exposition on exposition on exposition, and characters having 2 or 3 meetings about recapping the 2 or 3 meetings that they just finished, then on those days, Persona can be a little rough. I think I feel okay today, but it doesn't matter because there's not a snowball's chance in hell that I finish this red key run in anything short of, like, 90 minutes? Yeah, this is the most fun premise for a run I've seen in a while. Like, I am genuinely kind of jazzed to see where this one goes. Kevin, what's going on, homie? I'm so sad that we missed out on each other at Unplugged. I was a little bit jealous that other people said that they got to bump into you. Ice, good morning, dude. Chuffed as always to have you around. Ooh, shakshuka is surprisingly filling. I am like this is not. It's not a huge container of food. Now, granted, I had 2 hamburger buns with it, but well, 2 halves of a hamburger bun. I'm always shocked at how fast shakshuka fills me up. Rory, what's going on, home skillet? It's like a beef stew croquette, great with some Dijon mustard. That sounds fucking exceptional. I guess that's true. If there's meat in it, then you could kind of basically put almost any croquette in the... you could kind of put almost any croquette in the meatball category. I'm gonna say here. Nice. Uh-oh. I was gonna say it's about to get sketchy and catchy up in here. You're off until 2024, damn. That's like maybe one of the only things that I envy about the just dead ass corporate world. Especially like European companies going like, hey, we're out of the office from like December 11th until January 12th. And I'm like, just a whole ass month. A whole ass month to do what you want, huh? Aya Belisle's a huge pickup here. Yeah, it's true. A croquette's probably still more of a potato ball than a meatball. But alas, I'm not looking to be too exclusionary. Wow, is that right here? Look at that. What do you got? That's a bomb. Sure. Was there anything we wanted from the shop? It's a lot of money to swallow counterfeit penny. No, I think I'm good. I think we'll just leave. Got my Madrina's order on Saturday. Now I have to figure out where to store all my coffee and fruit fuelers. I swear to God, Ice, I have coffee in 3 different locations in my house. I have some upstairs in my office, I have some in the kitchen, and I have some in the shed because they've sent me so much product. And I'm more of a fan of the green coffee fuelers than I am of like, I like the cold brews, but I don't find as many occasions to drink the cold brews just based on, the simple fact. I'm gonna go into that curse room. Just based on the simple fact that I don't find the occasion often I'm not a dessert guy. We talked about that earlier. I'm not really a dessert guy, and that's an awful lot of calories for something that, you know, exists almost solely for the purpose of being sweet. And sweet's not typically my jam. Especially not when I'm having to carve out 200 calories to enjoy it. It tastes good. It tastes, especially when you make it with milk instead of water. But it's harder to talk me into that than it is to talk me into a 15-calorie green coffee fueler. Yeah, the Twitch recaps apparently dropped. Yeah, Kevin, that's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to drink calories unless it's like whiskey or like unless it's like occasionally the rare alcoholic beverage to treat myself or to relax with friends. And even then I'm getting a little ooh la la about what I'll drink for that. I'm getting a little ooh la la about what I'll drink for that. I've really gotten into the dirty vodka martini. Not a regular martini, I'm finding. Noah was kind enough to offer me a gratis drink at PAX Unplugged. And I said, ooh, I could go for a dirty martini. Ice cold vodka dirty martini. And he's like, oh, weird, that's not something you normally do, because he assumed I was going to get an old-fashioned, which is usually a pretty safe bet. Ah. I was trying to dodge that rotten heart. But I don't think the bartender heard the dirty part of that martini order. So I just got a normal-ass martini. I was not as much a fan. Ah, fuck, I tried not to get hit, but here we are. Would you stop with that bullshit? I can't really direct traffic with you like this. Thank you. Also don't know why I didn't lose my deal with the devil chance when I got hit by that. I don't know if that just doesn't count as taking, like, normal damage or what. I pretend alcohol doesn't have calories, it's fine. Like, I'll do it for a good, refreshing beer. Or I'll do it for, occasionally, we talked about this earlier, occasionally you'll hit me with a milkshake. And I'm in. You don't have to work hard to sell me on a milkshake. But generally speaking, yeah, like sodas. This is like mostly sodas. Sodas and just casual alcohol consumption I don't really do anymore. Oh, the rotten heart protected it. Thank goodness. So there actually was a benefit to getting bamboozled there. Also, Evil Justin, what's going on, homie? Oh, Lord, I'm coming. There we go. Excuse me. I have not had Portillo's, you're right. I've heard they make an exceptional shake. Like, an aggressively good shake. I felt really strongly about that one. I thought that was gonna be it. I thought that was the one. Oh, shit. Yeah, half milk, half water is the key to the cold brews. My normal cold brew is just black cut with water, so like 10 calories every morning. Yeah. That's where I am, is like I don't want to drink my calories if I don't have to. Here, hold on to that form. Oh, that doesn't pierce through? Crazy, I did not know that. I thought for sure Aya Belial would put I, Belial, would put our shots through that enemy. The one we were calling the Cosbys. And Bob's brain is a rough ask. I think we're basically just going to spend a whole bunch of time in the shop looking for rerolls into decent items to buy. Belial does have a tendency to keep this fight pretty clean. Yeah. Hierophant card would be great. Moon, sun, diamonds, clubs.
Of clubs.
Fool card. Nice. Nice. Excellent pickups. I'm very pleased. I've been there. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe off the edge of the item room? Nope. I know you're out there. Oh, shit. Well, I gotta get that first. There it is. There it is. Boy, give me those sweet, sweet battery shop items like 9-volt. Let me find Nun's Habit floating around here somewhere. Oh, shit. What's going on down here? Is it Nun's Habit? Could you imagine? It wanted to throw you a bone. Sun card comes with me. If I can buy another charge, that's everything, I think. If I can buy another charge, as much as I hate to do this, I can save a half a solioli on this. I'll just take it with me to the next floor. Underwhelming. Why, I'm super full. I'm like surprised at how full I am. Speaking of underwhelming. I don't think it's great. Yeah, like I want to do something fun with this, but I don't know what it would be. I could do this, I suppose. Well, that doesn't do sweet fuck all for me. Just kind of see what else we can find. We could find like a devil deal or something. I mean, we're not gonna, but we could have. I do love me some Mr. Me. We'll just take the one with the most charge on it, I guess. Alright, well, we tried. Yeah, it looks like that's about as good as it's gonna get for us, unfortunately. We tried to find some cute ways to finesse the game, but it just wasn't feeling it. That's pretty big. God, my rate of fire feels really... Well, okay, it's because my rate of fire is really bad. It's like my rate of fire feels really bad. I guess if anything, we just make sure that we pick that up before we try to go to the shop. Gross. I mean, I say gross. Maybe it's not gross. Maybe it's fucking awesome because we are about to pick up PhD. But for the time being, gross. What'd I just say, Taffy, about the thing with the thing? Weren't you supposed to make sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that you picked up the rib before you went in there, you dunce? I do like lodestone. Sometimes I'm my own worst enemy, for sure. For sure. Ow. For sure. I missed all my shots there. Damn, he almost hit me. Negative. What would I lose? I would lose camo undies. I mean, I'm not interested. Depending on where I pop that. Angel deal would be pretty great. We have to be close to done. Are you over here, bud? Did we just trade sides? This song's giving me heavy 90s Power Ranger in-movie stuff. Yeah, that's true. It does have kind of a direct-to-video Karate Kid feeling about it. Damn, that's the second crawl space we found on this run. Hello, I would love that. Thank you for my permanent shot speed upgrade. Oh, this is gonna get me a charge, too. Ooh, I jumped over that. I didn't do that on purpose. I wish I could say I did. I just got incredibly lucky. A free item room. Red key paying itself off with dividends right now. Good grief. God, the magnet's been good. Damn, the magnet's been good. Lodestone's kind of messing up my Belial shots, but I'll take it. Well, damn. Maybe it's on the right-hand side hiding somewhere? I should be getting a couple of different things in the mail this week, and I'm pretty excited about both of them. One is my replacement Corsair keyboard, which this drop keyboard's been cool and everything. I actually wouldn't mind playing this out. which means doing these guys in over here, away from our little brochacho. We got my replacement Corsair coming, but I also have my liquor cabinet coming, speaking of alcoholic beverages, which means at some point, probably in the next month or so, I am likely to load Throne up with delightful grape juices and delightful rye beverages. Yeah, Eisenhammer, I'll admit, it was super expensive. But I will also admit that I got it on a Black Friday sale, so I got it for like hundreds of dollars cheaper. By God, I waited till the time was right. But I finally, this was recommended by Squint Fox, whose, I think sister is using this one. Whose sister is using that one as a liquor cabinet, but I wanted the wine storage at the bottom. So, and this one comes with the glass rack already built in, so I don't have to worry about buying one and drilling it into the wood and all that jazz. But this is the kind of thing where I was like, damn, I'm gonna buy this once and just be done with it. But that does mean that I've gotta, I gotta stock it. I gotta make it look pretty. Fill it up with gorgeous bits and bobs and doodads. That really doesn't look to take up too much space either. That's terrible placement of it. Jesus Christ, you're covering up your own, you're covering up your own prints, your own art prints. Yeah, Drasky, I've got a good hutch right now. We paid $20 for it on Letgo. But to really make it look the way we want it to look, we'd have to like sand it and repaint it, and just Amber and I don't. Somebody went to Trader Joe's and bought exactly the number of bottles they needed, and they all match, and it makes me low-key angry. But I'm happy that this is like the one. I'll buy this once and be done with it. That's kind of what I'm going for. I mean, like that's a shitload of Blantons. Wow, that's a lot of Blantons. This person is the reason I can't find Blantons anywhere. This dick bought all the Blantons. Got a little Elijah Craig in there. Yeah, like I wish that I had the time or the energy, and this person's buying up all the Buffalo Trace and Blantons. I wish I had the time and the energy and the tools necessary to do specifically carpentry stuff. I think I would have fun with carpentry stuff. But I don't know. I just where would I do it? I don't have a garage or a shed or anything like that. So like where would I do it? I don't have the tools. I would need, like, if I wanted to do that, I really would have to, like, drop a few $1,000s on pulling together a workspace due to the absence of a garage. No, I can't find I haven't been able to find Blantons in Virginia in years. Keep in mind, to buy alcohol, we have to buy it through the state ABC, the liquor store, the state-run liquor store. We can't just go to, like, Total Wine or Costco and just buy it there, unfortunately. I'll take the consolation prize. It's gotta be tears, right? Yeah. Dude, I want the pact, but not the knife. Yeah, the Liquorama. Ours is state-run, but a good liquor store can request it for you. Use the trinket trick. What was the trinket trick again? Would bombing myself and giving myself iframes count? Hey, you guys are smarter than I look. I was about to bomb myself, and I think that would have worked too. Ooh, and we get some angel deals out of it too. Not bad. It's a spicy meatball. Alright, chat. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let's try this direction. Well, gall darn it. Where's the second secret room? I have looked a lot of places. Or, sorry, the super secret room. Yeah, I figured the iframes would get me through there. I never even stopped to think about, like, what Zelda-ing would do. Yeah, that 100% works. Goat head, yeah. If we had the head of a goat, we'd be in pretty good shape. Especially going down to the dark room, like, it's a pretty no-nonsense, no surprises sort of situation. Oh my. So what you're saying is we get to check a few more places. No, no bounties today, unfortunately. The only bounty I have is for a game, and it wants me to play that game for $40 an hour for 2 hours, and I don't even do my friends that favor if they're game devs. You know what I mean? Not to sound like an entitled prick, but I don't play games for that low for people like if Jack LaFear were to come in here. I don't play games at $40 an hour. Oh, Darkest Dungeon 2 DLC is out. Neat, neat. I've still never played it. I played the original Darkest Dungeon quite a bit. I never, like, beat it, though. I stopped playing Darkest Dungeon 1 when it was still in early access. So the idea of Darkest Dungeon, like, having a legitimate endgame and having, like, a completed story is, new to me. Just by virtue of I've only ever played it in early access. Yeah, $40 an hour is not a lot per hour. My average going rate. There we go. My average going rate is about 5 times that. Yeah, I'll take Ocular Rift. Oh no, I didn't mean to walk into that. Oh well, whatever, we're out of here. Someone took my birthday wish personally and has downloaded every episode of Forgotten Paths, and the stat boost is Chef's Kiss, so I hope they either A, enjoyed the show, or B, had fun going crazy on Spotify or Apple. Thank you, somebody, for giving Noah his birthday present of downloading and or rating every single episode of Forgotten Paths, which I have only kind of recently started on my travels, like on flights, especially flights where they don't have in-flight entertainment, and the voice cast for that is exceptional. Like it is genuinely very easy to listen to. It appears we're going out to play golf skee-ball tonight. AKA Top Golf. It's funny when people ask me, like, you know, when we ask people, like, hey, you want to go to Top Golf? Like, someone like Amber, who's like, I don't know how to golf. And I'm like, bro, Top Golf, it does not matter. It is skee-ball, but with golf balls. Your only goal is to whack it very hard. Guess we'll do here. Ooh. Lodestone actually, I think, kept me from getting hit there. I'll peek in. Technically combat. Suddenly Seymour. Alright, where can we check? Not there. Somewhere over here, maybe? Yeah, I guess here. I had a feeling that wasn't going to be it, but I hate the idea of wasting charges. Yeah, Topgolf would have been what Billy Madison would have done if he'd been given the choice, for real. For real. I've seen really crazy stuff, too, on, like, TikTok of, like, guys who... There's a guy who got talked to by the manager of the Topgolf that he was at. And the reason he got talked to by the manager was, he was hitting it beyond the netting. And the manager was like, hey, man, could you do me a huge solid and not hit it outside the netting for me? And then he stopped and he said, I'm recording this for social media. Would you be cool with repeating that? The guy giggled and goes, yeah. Goes, yeah, I guess so. Would you please, oh my God. Would you please not hit it outside the netting? Justice. And he goes, how often have you ever had to give that note to somebody? And he goes, that's the first time that I've ever had to ask somebody not to hit it out into, like, the interstate beyond the netting. Is there really no red door there? Weird. I mean, not weird, but like, oh shit. Okay, well, we're definitely playing out this sack room. Damn. Yo, Thermal Knight, what's going on, homie? I'm gonna do this because it's gonna let me. Ooh. It's gonna let me in here to do this boss fight. Yeah, that seems good. Yeah, stop cracking the balls beyond the plane of mortal comprehension. Dude was smacking the shit out of him for what it's worth. Like, I don't think he was trying to be an asshole, but, I mean, like, 95% of what you're trying to do at Topgolf is whack the living shit out of a ball so that you can impress yourself and your friends. The other 5% is, like, actually trying to score so that you can win the skee ball game amongst you and your friends. But generally speaking, it's 95% just whacking the living shit out of the ball. If I had the strength and the coordination necessary to whack it so hard that it went out of the netting, you're goddamn right I would, until somebody told me not to. Yeah, it's more impressive if management tells you that you have to stop. I'm just imagining that golfer during the convo going, say the line, Bart. He did it, he said the line. What's going on? What? You're gonna make me bomb my way in there? I wonder... What am I doing? I wonder if, that means I have 2 sack rooms. Like, could I do it twice? Good grief. This runs out of control. Whacking it so hard that it goes out of the netting. We still talking golf. It's either that or the one time I convinced my college girlfriend to wear fishnets. Topgolf's so fun. You feel like a privileged rich person being able to order cocktails from the stall you're at using your phone. It's spendy. Topgolf is expensive and you do feel like a bougie prick. We found that you counter that by not actually being a bougie prick. Every single time that we've gone there, we've paid the tab, and the cocktail waitress has basically, like, no bullshit, thanked us for not sucking. We've had that conversation a couple of times where we've ended up with our waiter or waitress sitting with us. Sure, I'll do this. Legitimately sitting there with our server sitting with us at the end of the night, talking to like Noah or Justin or me or Lucid or whoever was there, and legitimately just saying like, I think this is an entirely different sack room. It is. That's crazy. I'm gonna do 2 sack rooms on one floor. I've never done that before. And literally saying like, the rest of my tables are privileged white upper class assholes, and you guys have been hyper chill, so thank you. Like, we've had our server at Topgolf literally walk other servers over and go like, these are the Twitch streamers I told you about. And they'll be like, no way, you guys are Twitch streamers? And we'll be like, yeah, we're Twitch streamers, like, that's our job. And they're like, oh, that's so cool. And Melanie, or whoever, has said that you guys, like, don't suck. And we're like, yeah, we try not to. And they're like, that's crazy. All of my tables have been fucking awful tonight. I would have killed to have had you guys. And I'm like, put it right into my former server veins. Pump that shit directly into my arteries. I only go when work's paying for it or when our vendors are taking me there on the company tab. I try to not go as often as Noah wants to go. Like, at one point, Noah wanted to join, like, League play. And I was like, my brother in Christ, like, it is 3 figures every time we go to Topgolf. I was like, it is 3 figures every time we go to Topgolf. And he's like, yeah, but we could go on Half Price Mondays and we could join League play. And we could go there every week. And I was like, no, dude. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I haven't been there since June 27th. He really, like, when we first started, because he and I, neither one of us had done it before. And when we went, like, people like Justin and Nate had sung its praises. And so we went, and literally within one day, Noah caught the bug of, like, you know, if we schedule it out, we could be here every week. I was hoping to get the soul hearts on that one, but I'll take the money. Like, what do I need the money for? We're at 99 cents. So I guess we just go gather up some red hearts. Like, we win. This run is long since over, but what's Topgolf? It's essentially, it's a 3-story driving range, but they have, like, I guess, like, RFID trackers or something inside the balls. So when you hit the ball, it tracks where it goes, and then they have the entire field dotted with, like, bullseyes. And so you can do one of 2 things. You can whack the living shit out of the ball and just see how far you and your friends can hit the ball. And it'll tell you that. Or you can actually play for points, and the closer you hit it to the center on a whole bunch of bullseyes, the more points you get. And at the end of the night, the person with the most points wins, like skee-ball. I've been to a driving range twice. Both times the same thing happened. I either hit a ball thousands of feet from where I was, or I'd hit the ball just right and see the ball violently ping-ponging off of 2 wooden panels, separating everyone at the driving range. One of the times, the ball missed someone's head by an inch, if that. Damn. Taffy expresses concern over spending too much money. Noah suggests solving it by spending even more money. Part of scheduling Baldur's Gate 3 and streaming on Tuesday was to prevent myself from blowing $400 I can't afford on Topgolf every month because Tuesday is half-price bays. That was really the amount of enabling that Noah was doing with himself. Where Noah was just like, you know, we could go on Tuesdays and it's half price. We're like, yeah, dude, but like, it's going to be half price, but we're going to go like 4 times as much as we normally would. So we're actually going to end up spending more than if we just casually went once in a while. And Noah was like, I want to go to fucking Topgolf. like, turned into Southern Fried Bane. You will take me to Topgolf. Not going to Topgolf would be painful for you. Little Lisa. Hi, friend. Unsurprisingly, Taffy Hay was my most used emote. We got good uns. That's Thermal Knight's fault. The Southern Fried Bane. I was born in Topgolf, molded by it. I'd like my little judgment card back, please. Oh, God, Lisa, the last thing you ever have to do is apologize to me for showing up, quote-unquote, late to the unpaid moderator role that you do out of the kindness of your heart for me. Because, and I quote, I'm sorry I was late because, and I quote, my cancer treatment was very rough. What kind of Ebenezer Scrooge, Harry Potter from fucking It's a Wonderful Life asshole would I be if I'm like, wow, that sounds like excuses to me. That said, Noah, you ever miss a single fucking contract? You ever miss a single, draft red line because of your cancer treatment? There'll be hell to pay. Pogman! What's going on, man? Thrilled as always to see you. Hey, quick question, Noah, because I sent you, speaking of, I'll talk a little bit of shop while we're all just chilling here. I sent you a thing for you remember I say you remember, the same giveaway survey thing that Justin's doing now. They sent me an email for payment validation. Is there anything I need to do for that, or is that a you thing? I never know, because there are some times where it's like, there are sometimes where it's a me thing, and sometimes where it's a broadened thing. You got it? Okay. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't sitting in limbo because I wasn't acting on something. Gross. Sad. I thought that was for sure going to be my secret room. God damn it, there's so much money on this floor and I just don't need any of it. I need a shop worth of shit. Noah, you having yourself a fancy lunch for your birthday? Are you treating yourself to something that sounds... You know what I mean? Like, if I did my birthday and didn't get, like, sushi... or steak or a really good burger or something... Although I guess this weekend you did arepas. Ugh, I should have taken the rib. Ugh, I should have taken the rib. Sad. What sad items we're getting. Like, obviously the big ticket items we're getting are awesome. Have you ever been taken out of context joking on Noah? No. I I was griping earlier about the fact that I genuinely feel like, I'm the last person on the planet to be like, oh, if things on Twitch broke my way. I can genuinely only think of like 3 people on the planet who broadcast around my size who do better than I do. So I got very little wiggle room here to speak of. Like, if Queeb's still here, I know that Queeb would dead-ass stab me to death if it meant assuming my personage on Twitch. You know what I mean? Like, I understand what a privileged life I lead on this platform. So take it with a grain of salt when I say, I don't matter enough for somebody to come in here and clip something from me out of context. As much as it breaks my heart to say so. Nobody gives a shit enough about me to come in here and, like, people, we joke about it. Like, all of us who are, like, actually a part of the community will joke about it. Like, oh, I'm gonna clip that out of context and, go ruin Taffy on live stream fails. But the simple truth of the matter is, I don't think anyone cares enough about me to do that. What happens? Oh, nothing happened. I was making a mean-spirited joke at the expense of Noah, because Noah has given me permission to crack gallows humor about his blood cancer, which is a very real thing that he's dealing with. And somebody asked if it's ever almost come back to bite me, where I've found like a clip in the wild of someone being like, "Can you believe what this guy says about his lawyer who has blood cancer?" Entitled streamer talks shit to terminally ill associate or terminally ill what's the word I'm looking for? When you're like equals in a field, terminally ill, like it means like peer, but it's more business oriented. Colleague I think is the right word. Yeah, I think that's probably it. Yeah, you guys nailed it. That's the one I was looking for. I found like peer and associate and contemporary, but I could not find colleague to save my life. Cologne. Yeah, it's wow, look at this guy talking to this beautiful medieval town in Germany. But yeah, like ultimately as high an opinion as I have of myself, the world at large doesn't give a shit about me. I'm not gonna test that by being like, you know what Hanukkah always reminds me? That I feel... It's like, oh shit, here he goes. Here goes his career suicide. Go get him, Taff. Like, that doesn't mean that I'm ever gonna test it by, like, just running out something like that, but... Yeah, but ultimately, I, like, you know... As long as we're living here in our own little isolated corner of the world... Yeah, let me tell you about my very, unnuanced beliefs about the Middle East, you know? So I'm never gonna, like, tempt fate with anything like that, but ultimately, that said, I don't think I would ever catch heat on most stuff taken out of context, even if it was made in good faith surrounded by people who all kind of signed off on the ooh la la, look at this risque joke that Taffy made. If only because the world just doesn't give a shit about me. Yeah, Taffy's Kanye West arc is incoming, exactly. Exactly. If I went full Kanye, I don't know that almost anybody would even notice, because just fucking nobody cares who I am. It's okay, you only have to worry about being taken out of context for what, another 20 years that the blood cancer gets him before a heart attack from being your lawyer does. If you think I'm still gonna be in the public eye in 20 years, you're out of your mind. I'm gonna be dead or retired in 20 years. I sure as hell will not still be sitting in this seat cracking genitalia jokes. So Chad, is this when I state I'm Jewish? I got a ton of Jewish viewers. That's I genuinely go out of my way to make sure that, like, if happy Hanukkah, by the way. I go out of my way to make sure that if like a Jewish holiday is popping up on the calendar, that I, you know, am aware of it and do just a cursory Google search about what it's about so that I can speak conscionably about it. Does it say Cat's Jewish? Kiba's Jewish? Taro's Jewish? Got a bunch of Jewish viewers. Which keeps me on my toes. I'm learning. I'm picking stuff up. Becoming more culturally aware, just so I can make sure. That's what Twitch has been for me. Twitch has been the thing that's made me all woke. And by woke, I just mean conscious of other people in the world in different walks of life. Twitch has been one big empathy engine for me for like 5 years. Shit, I'm gonna sneeze. Yeah, Twitch has just been one big fuck off empathy machine for me for like 5 or 6 years now. Ever since we kind of decided not to go the like Call of Duty douchebag route, I've had to become much more like sensitive and understanding about just how, how any sort of definitive belief about any certain group of people or categorizing any one group of people as like a monolith is is not just an asshole thing to do, but dude, all these pills. It's not only just an asshole thing to do, but it's like, limiting not only to yourself, but
This is the
fuck some
story
people.
of the newest denizen of the cave.
My whole life mantra is I don't want to be. I don't mean to go this deep down the rabbit hole, but my whole life mantra is I just don't want to be the reason a good person has a bad day. So, yeah. So I don't know. All of that to say, I don't think I matter enough for anybody to ever try to quote me out of context just to fuck with me. Richie, thank you for the gifting to Darknet Magic. I've not had most Jewish foods. That's why I need to find, like, this is lightly manipulative, but I need to find more Jewish friends because, frankly, I just want to be invited to meals because I'm so curious about the food. Or I guess I could just go to Pearlie's more. But I've obviously never had gefilte fish. I haven't had matzo ball soup, which bums me out. Challah, looks like bread, but it looks like good bread. So, color me interested for the food. Scanning. If you buy any other brand besides Manischewitz, Grandma will roll in her grave. Honestly, Fremery, me too. That's so crazy you should say that. Fremery says, I look Jewish enough that I've been the victim of anti-Semitism despite the fact that I was raised Italian Catholic. I was raised Southern Baptist. And I had a dude that I worked with in Idaho that said that there was no way I was tricking him, that he was convinced that he had spotted a Jew. That he had sold himself hook, line, and sinker that I was like secretly Jewish and keeping it from him. And I not as a joke, like he meant it. He didn't mean it in a mean way. But it didn't feel good. You know what I mean? Like, as a guy who's agnostic leaning atheist who was raised Baptist, it felt very weird to have somebody making huge sweeping judgments about me as a person based on how I looked. And I remember that that registered with me where I was like, damn, JP. Oi, JP. As my apparently adopted people would say. Dog, Hanukkah dinner was so good this year. My dad made top tier latkes. I've been fucking around with potato pancakes and latke-esque foods recently, but I just never get it right. For the life of me, I cannot mix potatoes and flour and make anything good come of it. I fucked up potato pancakes yesterday. Scanning. Undercover Jew. Kinda. That's I genuinely felt like he was. I don't know what kind of nefarious fucking agenda he thought I had stowed away somewhere, but he was convinced that he had quote unquote like caught me or outed me as a secret Jew. I had to deal with that for like a year and a half with this guy at Red Robin. Everyone thought I was as a kid, and it didn't help when I started working for the Jewish Community Center for 3 years. Yeah, it's so weird. That's one of the only things that as just like a white guy who looks like this that I guess you could sort of find yourself. I mean, like I joined theater and I had a bunch of people back in my hometown of Idaho being like gay, and I was like, I don't know, maybe we'll find out. College is really freeing me up to look into a couple things, but turned out not. But I mean, the jury feels still kind of a little bit out, you know? I don't know. I guess we'll see. Don't let me forget, I gotta take the negative on this. Potato pancakes, slightly different from latkes. You want a much larger grate for the latkes, keep a lot more of the texture. I would fuck with some latkes. It Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like there's a handful of people. Well, it's like Paul Rudd kind of got teased about that for a little bit in Between Two Ferns. Yeah, Between Two Ferns kind of teased Paul Rudd about that because they said something about like what advice would you give to other actors trying to keep and play very close to the chest how Jewish they are while starting their acting career. That's the kind of joke that I really feel like only Between Two Ferns could get away with, you know? And away? Yeah, we're good. Kiba says, on behalf of the Jewish people in this channel, we can make you an honorary Jew for the purposes of this community. At least for food-related purposes. You know? I'll happily go sit with you through a service and just, you know, sate my curiosity. But if I'm playing my cards face up, like, I'm really using you the same way I would use most people, in that I'm just really trying to get interesting food out of you. Thank you, Torment. Jew-ish is how I describe myself too, says Fogman. I really badly... Honestly, like, here's the thing, right? I started watching Miss Maisel. I started watching Miss Maisel because, A, it's very funny. I feel bad calling her what's-her-name, but what's-her-name from Family Guy is exceptional. And because the actor playing Midge is, in my opinion, just, like, achingly hot. Rachel, was it Brosnahan? I'm close on that. Brosnahan. Yeah, is just achingly attractive. But I feel like I really stuck with it because the sheer volume of episodes that are dedicated to Jewish food culture are... goddamn, you know? It's like, I just want to get invited to one Jewish dinner. The food looks so good. That's right, Taffy has a particular set of skills. He will find you, and he will eat your culture's food. I feel like food gets credited a lot with, like, bridging culture gaps. Like, people really getting to, you know, taking a moment to get to know each other because of how good food is. I don't feel like that's necessarily the case for me. Like, I'm eating your food no matter what. Like, yes, if it's good food, it'll help. If it's good food, it'll help because I'll be, you know, more excited to sit. Like, point being is, I'm eating your food no matter what. I probably would have taken a moment. Like, man, would I though? I won't listen intently if you're listen, Mormons. I've gotten to know a lot about you because of the number of LDS in my family. But generally speaking, your food sucks. And so, if it weren't for Matt Smith and Trey Parker, I probably wouldn't know shit all about your religion. Sorry. I have no interest in canned food. I have no interest in preserved wheat germ. So I guess there is something to be said about the fact that if your food is interesting, then suddenly your culture is more interesting to me. So I guess I've refuted my own theory there. I guess, like, I care about learning about other cultures because I don't want to be a garbage human. And I know that people say, like, oh, food's a real good gateway for that. But ultimately, I'd be eating your food no matter what. Because I fuck with good food. I guess it does help, though. That is to say, Semantics. I got LDS all through my family. I got LDS scattered. Like, that's the only thing that, like, rivals how much Baptist is in my family. Is just the sheer volume of, like, my dad's entire My dad's entire side of the family tree is Mormon. I didn't even mean to do that. With the exception of funeral potatoes, damn, does your food suck. Met a lot of nice Mormons. Have learned a little bit about their culture. But fuck my life, I have never been to an LDS get-together where I've ever said the phrase, yeah, I'll take another plate. With the exception of funeral potatoes. Funeral potatoes fuck. Yeah, funeral potatoes and fry sauce are definitively Mormon things. Those are both pretty good. They're good in a bad way. Like, as you're eating it, you're like, this is far from health food. And this was not, like, culinarily expertly crafted. But it does taste good. Luckily, my mom's a stellar cook despite that. Yeah, I knew Mormons who knew how to put food together. It's just that whenever the Capps family got together for, like, a family meal, the good old Idaho Cappses, I would quake with dread because I just knew that the collective potluck was gonna suck. Yeah, dude. I'm in. I thought Noah was gonna be like, could you stop talking about the world's religions? And I'm like, hey, I'm just judging them based off food, not the contents of their character. But it's something completely different. Yeah, funeral potatoes are tasty. It's basically like an au gratin, kinda. Again, it doesn't sound like it would be very good. Essentially cheesy potatoes. It starts with frozen hash browns. It's sour cream, cream of chicken soup, butter, salt, pepper, minced onion, cheddar, and cornflakes for the crust. This is the kind of bullshit that Mormons try to get away with their food. In the case of funeral potatoes, it's so weird, but it works. But they do a lot of this kind of... If you've ever come across a bizarre TikTok that's not just some hand fetish video thinly veiled as a recipe, and somebody who looks like this is making something that you're like, Chef Reacts is going to tear this apart. It's some LDS lady in Utah who genuinely thinks they've reinvented bolognese sauce by putting all that shit together raw in a Pyrex dish and just roasting it for 2 hours, you know? But yeah, that and fry sauce are like the two big things championed by the LDS folks out in Idaho, Nevada, Utah. Amish, see, that's the thing, right? I got curious about Amish culture because their food is devastatingly good. Oh my god. See, that's like, am I interested in being LDS? Absolutely not. Am I interested in being Amish? Absolutely not. But I'll learn more about Amish folks than I'll learn about LDS, despite having a ton of LDS family members. Because the Amish have food that is devastating. Just cripplingly good. Both my parents were adopted, so I'm genetic. I'm a genetic and ethnic mystery. Instead, I grew up around typical conservative indoctrination culture. It took me a while to break loose of that, Crunchy. It took most of my 20s to break free from that. Anyone else see the weird genetic testing edible arrangements commercial? No. What? I feel like you just mad-libbed those words. My ex-wife is LDS, and those goddamn those potlucks were dreadful. I went to a Mormon chili cook-off once, not an ounce of spice. It's the British food. It's the British food of American culture. That's what it is. There's a complete absence of... Amber would love it. Amber and my boys would love it. There's a complete absence of flavor. there's a complete absence of like seasoning. It's all just kind of like aggressively bland, mushy food. Ooh. I would love Hemolacria. I can't get it though. There's this one lady whose videos I've watched was something like, seems weird. And then in one video, she was like, I used to make this all the time for my husband while he was in college. And I was like, bingo. Yeah, the food videos where someone takes uncooked pasta and a block of Velveeta, throws it in a 9x13, and then sticks it in the oven. They're like, you're never going to want pasta any other way again. They don't like, they put in a block of hamburger, but they don't drain any of the grease out or brown it or anything. Edible Arrangements made a commercial about a couple getting their 23andMe style Ancestry.com results. The couple finds out they have an ancestor in common. In the end, ends on the line. Find out you're related to your spouse. We have an arrangement for that. I always want to be very careful about like not genuinely implying that I worked in advertising. I never worked in advertising. I went to advertising graduate school. That said, I went to the best advertising graduate school that exists in the world. And they basically grilled us in such a way that it felt like I had, oh Jesus. They grilled us in such a way that it felt like I had been in advertising for several years by the time I quit out of the program and came back to content creation. And I can't help but mentally try to sit in on the pitch for that. Like, I understand you get edible arrangements as a brief and you're like, what in the world could I possibly say that's interesting or funny or clever or artistic or creative about edible fucking arrangements? I understand that's a hard brief, but it's like, that to me reeks of, well, we had to turn in something. We had to sell the client something. I'm still going Angel Deal. Trisagent's pretty good. I'll take that. I guess I'll take Placenta while I'm at it. And away. No! Semanatrix! I just read that. Oh no! My brother's mother-in-law won an LDS chili cook-off by bringing Wendy's. I believe it. I believe it. It's the kind of stuff that my wife and kids freak out because I'll have a pot of chili. My mom used to make shitty chili. She and I talked about this while she was here. Not through any fault of her own.
Soul of Lilith.
Scream it at me, Daddy. Not through any fault of her own. It's just that, like, you know, she only had but so many hours in the day to make food for us. So she didn't have time to, like, slow roast the chili until it became kind of, like, jammy and delicious. But she less made chili and more made meat and tomato soup. And really, like, really not particularly good meat and tomato soup. It would stay very watery. So, like, whenever I make chili, I, by God, make sure that I have 7 or 8 hours to let that sit on the stove so that it reduces down and goes from red to chocolate brown and jammy and thick. Unless I'm trying to make, like, a soupier version for, like, chili dogs or something, but I'm not. But yeah, just woof. I was gonna save this, but But I feel like we can do some fun things here. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Hold on. It's mad at me because I didn't touch them. When I get HelloFresh chili or stew, I always deviate from the instructions and toss it in the crock pot for hours. Is it the kind of thing where they insinuate that you can have it knocked out in like 30 minutes? Because I think you and I both know that shit's not true, you know? Yeah. Yeah, no bueno. Have we seen Book of Stoners yet? Hey, man! It's like I was summoned! Anyway, Taffy, I just want to let you know that I hope you have an awesome Monday, and I hope... Yeah, chili tastes better the next day, because any chili is made better by leaving the ingredients time to, like, marinate and stew and get to know each other. The longer all those ingredients kind of sit together, the better, genuinely the better they tend to get. Oh, we were bound to see him at some point in time or another. I was just hoping that the reroll machine would last longer. Oh my god. Yeah? Oh yeah? Is that a luck down pill? Is that really what you think you just gave me, was a luck down pill? I spit on your luck down! I am the master of my own fate, you bitch! Sorry.
Shot speed up.
This game likes to dunk on me. Why is that door open? This game likes to dunk on me with a whole bunch of pills when it knows I can't have pills. Toyed with it. But now those pills can no longer hurt me. Oh god, we had a golden pill somewhere. I don't know, I don't remember where the hell it is. We had a golden pill somewhere. It's out there waiting for us. Good grief, we are giving this game the business. Yeah, not worried about it. Yeah, give me all your pills. Well, maybe not telepills just yet. Oh my god. I mean... Shade, get the fuck out of here. Unbelievable. The audacity of this game gives me shade. That's a reward. That's a thing it thinks it did for us as a favor. That's a thing it believes it did for us as a favor. It gave us shade. Yeah, that was several floors ago, the golden pill, unfortunately. Now I've cursed myself into seeing skin in this world. You know what I mean. You know I love skin. That was weird, kind of watching that come back into frame. I think I'm kind of over Retrovision if it's all the same to you, game. Oh god, I went off the map. I think this still takes me down the correct direction. What floor am I on? I genuinely still believe that this takes me down to the dark room by default. Which is great, because that's where we're trying to go. The beds absolutely heal me. Yeah. I figured I'd just dump a bunch of coins first and see what I got. Excuse me.
2 of clubs.
Sounds like finding 40 bombs on the ground. Hello. There we go. I had a shot at a deal with the devil or a deal with the angel on this floor, but I guess it's not the end of the world to not get it. I'm basically just trying to get the speed upgrade from this. Get out of here, really? Give me like rotten baby.
This is the story of the newest
Book of Stoners,
denizen of
Prime
the
sub,
cave.
13 months. Hey, man, I thought you were still hanging with me in the library, man. I've just been talking to the other books. Appreciate you, Book of Stoners. That PhD would be amazing. We're not going to get it, but it would be very cool. I don't have anything else to do with this money. Neither one of these blood banks paid out with anything. This is my top stream of the year. Hell yeah. I've been very pleasantly surprised to see a handful of regulars that even if they've been lurking or generally quiet throughout the year, that you're still showing up with me towards the, or at least showing up, maybe not at the top, but towards the top of a whole bunch of Twitch end of year recaps. And I'm very, very grateful, very thankful for that. I surely appreciate it. Your veracity as an audience is the only thing that keeps me from irrelevance. Because my viewership numbers do not dictate the kind of person who should be able to comfortably do this for a living. You certainly do make that happen for me. Yeah, the quiet work lurk. There are a lot of y'all doing a lot of heavy lifting that way, for sure. Well, I thought this guy's, like, he's gonna pay out with, like, Bob's Rotten Head or something. Greedy little shithead, isn't he? 1,800 hours of Taffy this year. Somebody, what was it, Alpha, who was in here, saying that their total viewership on Twitch this year was 4,400 hours. 1,300 for Thermal Night. Good grief. Alright, I'm basically over it. I'm gonna go. My wife and I are slowly getting back on our feet after nursing school, so I'm hoping to be able to repay the favor of all the entertainment next year. I appreciate it. Obviously, I need it. I had, you know, I have to make money to live. You know. But generally speaking, I just, I don't want anyone else, I don't want anyone to ever stress over it, you know? Like, I get along. I get along just fine. I want those red hearts, but I don't want to do anything nefarious to get them. I had just shy of 6K, but I also keep streams up for people I work for literally 24/7. Hell yeah. I'll take it. Hello? I didn't see the Twitch recap was out. I fall asleep watching Twitch far too much. Yeah, I'm super grateful for all the support, year in and year out. Hello? Oh, I got hurt by something. Sure, whatever. Get on board, Bluppy. It's time. As soon as I can find my way out of here, it's you and me against the world, bud. I did that on purpose, probably. You don't know. You guys would be shocked to see what I found in here.
Luck
I don't see myself picking up lard. My recap says I watched 7,240 hours of Twitch total, and you were 1,800 of that. Damn. That's a big-ass number. I don't think that I'll be interested to see what my streaming hours were. I don't think I really watched all that much Twitch this year. I never really felt like I had all that much, like, genuine downtime. I'll keep somebody up. I lurk Queeb. I lurk Frost. I lurk, Simper Turtle because of the champion connection. I am over here now. Well, I sure as shit don't want to take that. Interesting. I guess we don't have to make that, don't have to do that fight, which is nice. But yeah, like, I have a tendency not really, oh, that's got a huge pickup. I have a tendency not really to watch that much, Twitch, just cause, I don't know, the moment that I'm done streaming, I run away. The moment I'm done streaming, I have a tendency to basically clock out and not look this direction again. So much skin. Whew! 63 total days of Taffy, holy shit. It helps when you have 2 subathons. For sure, it helps when you have 2 subathons during the course of the year. Sure, decap attack. Oh, I don't want to hold on to it. Wow, we gave that thing the business. Vasculitis, fine, whatever. I'm genuinely looking for a good way to utilize Rock Bottom. It's just not an item that we pick up very often. I'm gonna try not to leave the edge of the map this time. You don't often get builds that give you this kind of freedom to just sort of walk around. Marie, tier 154 months. Thank you so much. What channel, Alpha? Out of curiosity. I swear I'm not mad. I just want to see what kind of emotes they're doing. I have a whole bunch of animated slots open. I could be Danny. Will you pop a couple so I can see them? And then someone ban Alpha right after I get what I need. Thank you. I am genuinely curious though. Like whenever somebody goes like, "Oh, I love these emotes," I'm always on the hunt for what Thermal and I could be borrowing next. Yeah, they double up our animated emotes, Thermal. So if you have any good ideas, listen, consider that I just have a chunk of money sitting around for you on retainer. We just have to figure out how to spend it. Okay, so these are very, very creator specific. Yeah, it's true. A dancing emote would not be bad. We might be lightly overdue for a dancing emote. Yeah, that's true. I'd never really thought about it because I don't so much dance. But as necessary emotes go, a dancing emote might not be the end of the world. Oh, it can't hurt me. What am I doing? It did blow up a bunch of my orbitals, though, which I'm not thrilled about. It could be the, it could be like the wacky waving inflatable arm man, but do it as our mascot. There's a very definitive animation style that I would like, that I can't. The only way I can think of to describe it is like LSD animation, where it's like very like undulating towards the camera, like kind of fish-eyed and stuff like that. But I have no idea if that's too niche. But my head tells me, I was like, oh, that'd be fun. Whoops. Easy now. Oh my god, he's not dead. There we go. A little Polyphemus action. I'm beginning to regret not getting the key pieces. I genuinely think that if I could, I would absolutely take this run to Delirium. Gigabean, you say? We are devastating. Allow me to demonstrate. Hey. Hey, hey, Paula. It's time to go give somebody the business. I don't know, they gotta be over there somewhere, right? Oh, right. There we go. Is that... What's going on? Where's the rest of you? Oh my god, you're invisible. We are in the business of giving Delirium the business, and brother, business is good. Health down my ass. You don't get to make decisions for me anymore, pills. Ooh, was that another Soul of Lilith?
Soul of Lilith.
I don't know exactly what that would do for me.
And now, ladies and
No, I was I was thinking more like liquid television-y, if that makes any sense.
Bad gas. Health down.
But I like, again, that might just be something that sounds cool to me, but isn't like good in a general use case scenario. That might be the kind of thing where I might be getting too cute with it. Ooh. Wish I still had that Perthro rune. Yeah, this definitely started off
This
as
is
Eden.
the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
This definitely started off as Eden. It's still technically Eden, but we've evolved. We've become something more. Oh, it was this run. The fact that I used skin means that skin is now showing up more frequently. That is the curse of when you take and use skin. You curse yourself to seeing it more and more often, unfortunately. That's the, what, the third time we've seen it this run? Because we made the mistake of using it once. That is part of the curse, is the more frequently you use...
Soul of Bethany.
The more frequently you use skin, the more often it shows up on the run. To where you can get to a point where literally almost everything, every item you see is skin. So using it once is really kind of like committing to... It's like, you ever play Gungeon? It's like Spice on Gungeon. Hey, there we go. Does Chaos break that? I'm not sure. Ooh, I really do not have it in me. I think this takes me off the floor. Oh, no. I guess that makes sense that there'd be room up there. Yeah, I don't think Chaos... I don't know if Chaos breaks that. Yeah, so it's like Spice on Gungeon. Which is, of course, a big Dune reference. He who controls the spice controls the universe. Ooh. I did not enjoy Gungeon, so I didn't play much of it. I didn't play a lot of Gungeon. Well, I didn't get to stream Gungeon because Gungeon became popular at the same time that my wife was fighting breast cancer, so I thought my streaming career was over. I didn't really get into Gungeon before my wife got sick because it was early access. And it was back during a time where that particular version of the game felt like it was excited to punish you for using weapons because there was just so little ammunition to be found. And then whilst I was, you know, mounting a comeback career-wise, they changed it up and made it to where it was much easier to get your hands on ammunition, which meant that you felt free. Jesus, we are devastating. Which meant that you felt free to, like, use cool weapons and shoot cool guns and all that jazz without worrying about, running dry on ammo and without worrying about, getting to a boss fight and not having anything to deal with the boss. It made it, in my opinion, eminently more playable, although there were the hardcore Gungeon purists who bitched that it was an update meant to cater to the casuals. And I was like, I'm the casuals. Thank you for making this game fun. I don't want Soul of Judas. I want Soul of a big ass bag gas pill, because I'm curious what it'll do. What are you? What's going on here? Neat. It does absolutely nothing on Void, so we'll take Guppy's Eye. Not that that's going to be particularly useful to us right now. Sorry, Gish. Nothing personal, bud. That's really just a range upgrade, but whatever. I keep hoping to find like a devil deal or an angel deal. Just vibing out here. Man.
Bad gas!
I wasn't ready to beat your ass yet.
The Empress.
Just a permanent damage upgrade.
Shot speed up. Shot speed up.
Tell me more! There's a sack room. We could just do it all over. I might listen, I might take a victory lap without taking a victory lap. It's not often that I just get to flex on this game. But this is one of those times, for sure. So weird that we have all these sneaky routes. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I don't give a shit about this guy. I mean, I guess I'll... Yeah, as I said, I guess I could have used him to get a little bit of a head start here on the sack room, but... I got 2 more, or 3 more boss fights I think I want to knock out real quick. Yo, legitimate Guppy could be kind of... Oh, that is legitimate Guppy. What do you know? This is gonna get absurd. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, more absurd. You're right, you're right. I needs my items. Perthro. Who's left? I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. Didn't I get this already? Thought I already got glitter bombs on this run. Am I out of my mind? Maybe that was last run. It's probably last run. Breaking a bone heart seems like a bad career decision for any of our enemies. Well, what do you know? Just so much skin. Yo, kombucha, what are you having for lunch? I had leftover meatball shakshuka, and it was very, very good. Ooh, pictures. You know I love me some pictures. Fuck you, that looks so good. Dude, I want sushi. I'm not hungry enough to eat sushi right now, but once the need to feed returns, I will crave sushi now, thanks to you. I'm trying to remember, it's been a minute since I've had sushi. Like, it genuinely may have been since, like, PAX West that I've had sushi, and that was on Nate's dollar. That was on Nate's dollar that I had that sushi. Scream Soul of Apollyon at me.
Soul of Apollyon.
Ah, nailed it. Yeah, good for you. It has genuinely been a minute since I've laid hands on sushi. Fucking get in there, Bumbo. I'm immune to the danger you present, Bumbo. So many extra rooms. 20 bucks for that? No kidding. That's one of those meals that chat bought for me not so far back that, like, was a prettier penny than that. But not by a lot. Was the Japanese hibachi place that we also got some sushi from there, and I was genuinely surprised at how good the sushi was. I think that predates PAX West, though. It really has been months. I mean, like, you know, sushi expensive. A lot of people... I used to go years without getting sushi, so I can't sit here and be like... This is absurd. In the words of Sven from Dota 2, this is going to be absurd. Alright, I got my hypercoagulation, which I guess is what I was in the market for. I'm going this way because the game is letting me. I don't think I want Stompy. I can't think of any good reason to pick up Stompy. Hello? Excuse me. I think you're doing great, game. Long walk back, but we can get there.
Judgment.
Sure, what do you got for me, bud?
against humanity.
If only it was always this easy. And away. I am this game's Ragnarok. Danny, I think this should go up on the channel. Let's do it again. I've already got the download queued. This is the God Butcher run, you're not wrong. This run is giving the game the business.
Soul of the Keeper.
Just giving this game the business. Oh, I should have let Bumbo come up here and eat. I'm sorry, my boy. Feed, Bumbo, feed. Yeah, who's my little dumpy fucker? You're my little dumpy fucker. Daddy loves you. Oh, here. I'm a little dumpy fucker. He's our little dumpy fucker. Bumbo is the character in video games that made me understand why my mom and some members of the audience are so insistent on feeding me. They just want me to have a tum-tum full of good food. Yeah, I'm a little dumpy fucker. Come on now. Get in there. There we go. What boss fight's in here? Hold on. Just in case, if the second secret room's like sitting right there. This feels like delirium. It's not though, it's war. Oh, I didn't see the other side. You know, I'm not hyper interested in either one of those things. Now all the pills have to be good pills. Well, good news is this isn't delirium. It is delirium! You lied to me, game. I thought that wasn't delirium because it had... Oh, are we done? I guess we're done. I thought that wasn't delirium because I didn't see the space. I didn't see the space right here. Oh. Gotta find like a gulp pill or something.
One makes you small.
What are you whinging about? I killed you already. Accept your punishment, shut up and go away. What other bosses are in here thinking that there's something when they're not? We're gonna backdoor this fight. We sure are. We sure are. Oh, should I have taken the pills? Nah, I shouldn't have taken the pills. It really doesn't matter what I take. I don't know why I'm sitting here acting like I'm making life or death decisions. I need the outer edge. There's nowhere for me to go right now. Oh my. Don't mind if I do. This is the second time. Here, let me relieve you of duty. It's the second time you've given me that. I was gonna save myself the walk. But alas, I have to go around like a schlub. You're very strong. Let's make it easier on ourselves, huh? Oh. Another library, you say. God, there's a lot of libraries on this floor. I love it. I'm fine with it. It exists. It's getting left. Scoop. I mean, soon enough, but it doesn't help us right now. Oh my. Oh, it's another big-ass bag gas pill. Like Zoinks Scoob.
Bad gas!
Wake up, chat. Just making sure you're all still here with me. This is brutal. This is a brutal run. I've enjoyed it very much. I can't help but feel like our time must be nearing an end. I mean, it really doesn't matter at this point. Why am I making poops? Why are poops showing up? I wonder. This is the second time we've done Delirium. We are kind of in the process of just beating the living shit out of Delirium over and over and over again. What if every fight was bloat, you know? You feel me? So many cat pieces now. Let's go this way. Running out of cool shit to do. 3 more rooms left, and then we've done a full clear. What the hell? Oh, I was just stuck on a wall. This run started good and then got out of control. Is basically what it boils down to. Like, this run started off really, really good and then got much, much better. You going the right way? We sure are. Big stretch. Every time I actually see my resub now. Listen. Listen here, you catty bitch. You got delicious sushi for lunch. I don't want to hear it. Also, thank you for the 81 months. Noodly, welcome back. Meatball Shakshuka was good, though. I can't complain. You deserve this, chat. Enjoy. This is a reward.
Jesus loves you, can't you see? He loves you and he loves me. Jesus loves you,
We unlocked this. It was hard to get.